Genji 2 is an action game which is based on Japanese history. Being based on history, the stages of the game will also be based on famous battles which actually took place in ancient Japan. So here's this giant enemy crab.
I'm thinking about making a how to play Potemkin guide for people who are bad at playing Potemkin and don't really want to get better.
You know what that's going to mean,
If
right?
they don't want to get better, why would they watch the guide?
You already have an audience of 0. Like,
Cause like I'm not gonna learn all these long combos, but somehow I'm almost approaching Vanquisher.
Okay.
So I'm
Potemkin for the lazy Potemkin player.
like, kind of like
That's
glue
better.
for dummies.
There we go. Glue for dummies.
you know what I can already
Glue for
see this video
dummies.
being is you recording that in a chat with me and you just going, wait, what's this term again? As you don't remember what a Guilty Gear term is, like what it's officially called.
I was thinking about it today, and as I was thinking while I was working, I was like, I kind of know a lot more about fighting games and Strive than I thought I did. Like I was thinking about frame data and like all this stuff that I was like, I know what Oki is. I know what, the different colors of Roman cancels do. I never thought I did, but now that I'm thinking about it, I actually do.
How many frames is
I have all
purple
this-
active?
Oh, that I don't know. I know that my jab is 5 frames. That's literally the only frame data I know.
Yeah, I remember when you were fighting Al, you also got the frame data for Popbuster wrong.
Yeah, it's like 5 or 6 or 7 or something.
It's tied for 5 frames as the fastest option.
Doesn't matter, but I can tell you when you can use it and when you can't.
It does matter.
I can hear you mashing it whenever you're blocking sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know this is what I'm talking about. My tips would be like, okay, like I was gonna do like tips against each character, right? Zato, you just wait for him to start doing his combo, and then about after I'd say like 6 or 7 hits, just start mashing Popbuster, and eventually you're gonna grab it.
What? Just after 7,
These
pray.
are the kind of tips. These are the kind of tips I'm talking about. Like almost everybody loses to jump dust. Like that is the move that nobody can get the timing right to counter. It clashes or beats 6p half the time.
You just reminded me on the Guilty Gear Reddit the other day. Someone posted a like who would win, Potemkin or Conquest from Invincible. And the top comment was like, Conquest can fly. That's his first mistake. And then it put the input for Heavenly Podbuster.
I think I should do this. It'll be fine. And but I was thinking about like what to do against certain characters. Turns out I don't know what to do against half the cast. Like I was like, do I even have any tips against Elfelt? No. And then I was thinking of posting the clips, the multiple of replays that I have where she's just jumping over me, doing the same stuff over and over again. And I'm just violently mashing 5 or 6p and it's not working.
I remember that. You asked me, what do you do against Elfeld's like bomb flip thing?
Yeah.
Because you couldn't figure it out.
No, and you know what I did today? After I was thinking about it, I was on my break. I was like, let's watch Fab versus Elfelt. You know what Fab did? He lost. That's what he did. Like that isn't. I think that character is really strong. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. We'll get into what we're talking about on the Giant Enemy Crab podcast. Welcome everybody.
Woo.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host Fliz. I'm joined by my 2 wonderful co-hosts, Mr. KylarEmiya.
Hello.
Mr. Strider 1.
Greetings.
Don't be too excited. We're back again with more gaming news.
Not happy enough for you? I got it.
Yeah, pull that Adam Sandler happiness on me.
Adam Sandler. Don't you fucking call me that again. Or imply that I'm doing that.
Too close to home.
Dude, you want to be called an Adam Sandler in any capacity?
I wish he gets millions of dollars to hang out with his friends in different countries. That's all he does. And he's famous for it.
If you had the money, you would never want to deal with us. Don't lie.
If that was the stipulation, you get all this money, but you have to go to Hawaii with Jacob. Yeah, I'd do it. That's how good of friends we are. I'd do it.
The way you phrase that, here's what would happen. We get there, you'd vanish for the entire trip because you went to Hawaii by technicality.
Just on different islands.
Look, my problems are solved. That's why we bring Kylar along too. He's solving my issues.
Bliss goes out to Molekini to just keep away from me.
Yeah, well, there's an island for each of us. It'll be fine.
I'm just happy to be involved.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of optimism. That's that Rob Schneider optimism I need. You guys thought of me. Thank you. We spent the last 2 times talking about arc raiders. Promise you, we're not going to do that again unless we're stretched for time, maybe a little bit.
Just a little bit. We released our previous episode, our little extra read all about it on the GameCube, the Steam machine, as it's called, and our prospects about how that's going to work out. Hopefully positively. I don't think there's been a whole lot of new news on that.
I do want to bring up one thing because I was talking to someone who their dad uses their VR constantly. But
I thought you were going to say his dad works at Steam. Like, my dad works for Nintendo.
Dude, if I could line up an interview at someone working on Steam like that,
Ooh,
that would have been
send Gabe an email. I've heard he responds to emails.
No, dude, I can't talk to Gabe.
I'll do it.
But no, one thing I didn't know, but in retrospect is very important, is that a lot of VR games are locked to the MetaQuest. It's like ecosystem because it needs your Facebook/Meta account, right? So I'm not sure like if there's like a very closed ecosystem where you have to buy it through like Meta storefront, basically.
Okay.
So
but doesn't Steam allow you to put any OS on the Steam machine? Like it should work, right? Like
no, the Steam frame.
OS,
the
like,
Steam frame is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Their VR thing. So that's what I'm thinking is like, because if you get this popular option, because the other thing is that their previous VR kit is $1,000, I think.
Woof.
So it's gonna be like, what's the price point, of course. But if this is like sells a lot, is like it could definitely promote like not quite a monopoly, like demonopolizing, because it's not really a monopoly, but more things will be off of the Meta like storefront ecosystem. Because from what I understand, that's where a lot of like the bigger budgets, more like it's not sold other places games are. It's on Meta.
Yeah. We talked a lot about the possible prices. I saw some quote. I can't find it right now, and I couldn't tell you who I'm attributing it to, but it was somebody maybe important, or maybe it was just some random person off the internet. But they had the same idea I did, which is like if you sold this thing at $400 or $500 with a controller, you would destroy the console market.
Yeah,
they'd have no comp. They couldn't compete with that. You just couldn't. All of Steam for like half the price of a PlayStation? No way. You're not going to beat that. So I doubt it will be. I saw somebody mentioning, or maybe Steam said it's going to be competitive with self-built PCs, whatever that really means. So like $800-900 maybe. Which at that point you might as well just build your own PC. But yeah, I want to see where it's going. I mean, obviously we all do, but that could be monstrous. Did you find out anything else about it, or was that your one thing?
That's the one thing. I think I found the article that you were talking about. I think it's that I think the article mentions that it should be cheaper than the PS5 Pro is what they're expecting.
Oh yeah,
so $750 I think is the price point for the Pro. So it should be below that is what they were saying.
Yeah. So I think even just being below the other consoles and still offering the same, if not more stuff, because at this point, the only thing consoles have is exclusives, right? Like, and even that's pretty much going away. If I remember right, I could be wrong.
I mean, depends on the ecosystem, that's
true.
Because Xbox basically doesn't have exclusives anymore. PlayStation still has like PlayStation's is less first party because I think they're trying to move their first party stuff, but it's like a bunch of like these smaller niche games that don't come out that aren't ported to PC. Usually a lot of like smaller anime games is what I'm thinking of that like only released on PlayStation.
I don't think that's enough to keep Sony really held together with exclusives.
No,
though.
but they're still technically exclusives. But then there's Nintendo, who's just buy our console, you don't get to play our games.
Anyway, I actually don't have anything this week, so I'm gonna kind of pass it to you guys. You guys got anything interesting to talk about?
Ooh, yeah, I do. If you don't mind me going first.
Yeah, I'm going first.
Oh.
And he's done.
And I'm done. Your turn.
All right. So this isn't video games. This is tabletop games. But there's something interesting coming out. There's a playtest happening later this month for a new tabletop game. It was announced earlier this month, but we didn't have time to talk about it. But it is for the official Godzilla role-playing game.
I'm on board. How do we play?
Well, my role playing as the victim here.
So it's about the new Godzilla. I forget what's the universe is called, but it's like the K-Sai universe, I think it is. Where essentially there are people that have like gotten the energy that Godzilla uses to become who he is, and they are basically like superheroes. And it features various kaiju as well, not just Godzilla. And what's interesting about this new game is apparently not only is it designed by several Warhammer gaming legends like Jervis Johnson, Mark Latham, and Gabe Thorpe, it does not use dice. Instead, it uses cards. It uses a 52 card deck. Is a card game as well as a role playing game. So we don't know too much about it yet. We haven't seen any of the rules, but they are going to be having their first live play test during PAX Unplugged. Later this month, somewhere between the I think the 21st and the 23rd. I don't have a specific time, but somewhere between there. So that's gonna be kind of exciting because the art for everything and the merchandise and stuff, it looks pretty sick. It looks really cool.
I am not a tabletop guy, but I would play this. I would at least give it a shot. I am not a tabletop guy. I am a Godzilla guy. I love me some Godzilla, and the movies have been so great lately. Oh my god!
My favorite thing about that art though is the fact that it just says "not final art" on it.
Yeah, because the art that they have on there right now is art for the official like comics. I think it's the first edition comic, so that's why it's not the final art for like the game itself. It's because they're just reusing it from the cover of one of the comics. So
I always find it kind of weird how like Godzilla is like McDonald's recognizable, you know, and there's like not a lot to it. Like if you go watch the movie, like the old movies are kind of boring.
The extended universe for Godzilla is insane.
It is.
Yeah,
like he's gone to hell.
That's true. And he won.
It's like super depressing from what I understand. The Hell comic.
Is it? I think
like he
I
gets
could swear
fucked
I've
up
actually
in the
read
Hell
it.
comic.
I wouldn't doubt it. He's pretty. He gets messed up a lot, but he always comes back for more. And man, I've really been loving this like renaissance of like the Godzilla versus Kong movies. Yes, they're dumb, but I think they're fantastic. And then the -1 was like really good. It was like a good horror movie about a giant monster, which I don't
Back
know.
to his
like
roots.
the designs in there were yeah.
-1.
Wait. Am I -1 was good. There was another one that was which one was the horror one?
Shin?
Yeah, Shin Godzilla.
Shin Godzilla.
Shin
Yeah,
Godzilla.
Shin Godzilla.
The body
That
horror.
one was like, yeah, that one's got it's Godzilla with body horror. And then -1 was just like a really good movie. And I know they're coming out with a sequel, -0.
Yep.
I love Godzilla. I'd get a tattoo. I have Godzilla shower curtains in my bathroom upstairs. I'm a child.
Shin Godzilla's design is so creepy.
It is.
It's probably my favorite of all of his designs.
Even that first iteration of him where he's like the fishy looking thing. Like it's so uncanny. It's weird.
His phase 3 is probably the grossest looking, where he's like, he's starting to stand upright, but he doesn't have like his skin. He's like all muscle and flesh.
Oh, and he's like dragging himself like across the ground.
That's phase two.
Oh.
No, I'm talking about the one once he stands up and like, because it's like it hits that uncanny valley where he's it's Godzilla, but he doesn't look right at all.
Yeah, he's got those big old bug eyes
That aren't focused on anything.
Yeah, he's very fishy. And then like to have that turn in, I don't want to spoil it, but when you figure out what's going on at the end, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I love Godzilla. So we're doing this all like we're not in the same room together. I don't know how we could ever play this game together, but if it ever happened,
I'll find a way.
I would be down.
A webcam.
I'll find
a bunch of
way.
webcams.
Stick iPads on robots.
Oh no.
No, we need like that's okay. Here, $1 million idea, right? We're gonna do what's the thing you'd use, Strider? My computer's not very great, so I use these ones.
GeForce Now.
The GeForce Now, but it's gonna be with robots for tabletop games. So you're like, you got the little Japanese robots that are getting all high tech now, and they're rolling dice, and you're all sitting at a table, but you're all in your own,
you can just do that in tabletop sim.
I was gonna say there's
I'm
also
talking,
just
no. Well, because like I'm sure not every game is in tabletop sim, right? Like
just about.
Just give people time. Like you could probably go search any tabletop game, and there's probably 80% chance someone's made a workshop thing.
Dark Souls is in tabletops.
The Dark Souls forward game. That still needs a feature where you can just get like, and just imagine someone kicking in your front door and sitting down like, well, my turn.
But yeah, so that's going to be hopefully pretty hype. I'm going to look into that for you, Fliz, because I know how much you love Godzilla.
I love Godzilla.
Beyond that, we have some new details about Marathon. Hooray, Marathon from
I keep forgetting that exists.
From Bungie. They are officially sticking with their release date now, where they're going to release this fiscal year. So they have until March of next year to come out with the Marathon. On top of that, we've learned some new like details also about how like the runner classes work. So for the game, there are different runners that you could pick. Like you could pick Blackbird or Locust or Void, Ox, like stuff like that. They've apparently just renamed all of these where they sound more like class names now. So instead of Void, it's Stealth. Instead of Glitch, it's Disruptor. Instead of Blackbird, it's Recon, etc., etc. Apparently what this is that these are your shells. So these are like the robots that you actually control, and they determine what your character looks like. It's kind of strange because even though you could run as, for example, the medic shell, you actually have the same abilities and everything as any other shell. It's just you look and sound different. So it's pretty much just like a cosmetic system where you can have your person look like the Recon shell, and then there's skills specifically for the Recon shell on top of that. I don't know how I feel about that. It seems kind of weird.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Because then if you're on the opposing team and you're like, there's a Recon guy and it's not, that seems counterintuitive to gaming.
It's also like there's no real difference between any of them besides visuals too. So it's almost like overcomplicated in a way, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, two things. One, it's really strange to keep hearing all this noise about what is essentially just another extraction shooter.
Yeah.
I mean,
the other thing,
the big thing about is when people say about another extraction shooter is like no one can stick their landing until recently.
Even recently, like there's issues hopping up with the PvP, and I initially was like, no, it doesn't matter. Like PvP is just part of it. And the amount of times I've been killed by some dick who like it kind of just lied to me is frustrating enough to be like, maybe I do just want PvE. The second part of this is, what do you think the chances are that this ends up being deserving of this hype in any form?
What hype?
I think it's dead on arrival. I don't
know.
I think it's just cooked, to be honest.
It looks so cyberpunk. Look, if you go to the website, your cursor turns into a play button. It's the future.
I don't know. Well, at least that's what I think this is supposed to be. It sounds like what it's actually going to be is just these are classes, but the way they're going to be releasing skins is going to be like a void skin for the stealth shell or a void skin for the disruptor shell. It's really weird. I don't know exactly what they're trying to do with it. It just seems kind of complicated. I'd had to actually see it in game, which hopefully we're going to get by March. We'll see.
I'm with Strider. The what hype? There's.
I mean, if it's free, I'll try it, but I doubt it's going to be.
It should be. The Destiny 2 is free, right?
Yeah,
I don't think people are going to pay for this.
I don't think so either. And this goes along with some other news that we also have about Bungie, because the fiscal report from Sony came out not too long ago, and according to them, well, Helldivers 2 has been a huge success on Xbox, especially apparently. Destiny 2 and just Bungie, I think in general, has cost them around $300 million.
This quarter or this year or what?
2025.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean,
or no, quarter 2 of 2025.
So just one quarter cost them $300 million.
Yeah.
How much were they bought for again?
Like 3.2 billion or 3.3 billion, excuse me, I think.
Yeah, I don't think they're making their money back, are they? I don't know.
No, dude, we got Marathon.
I don't know if it was worth it.
It's gonna be
great.
You
got Marathon,
and then there's more. Destiny 2 has and Bungie just basically admits that Edge of Fate was just not good. Like they've just in a blog post have said that Edge of Fate is just the wrong path for Destiny, to quote the whole blog post.
Is that the newest expansion?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the newest one, Renegades, is going to be introducing like new stuff, and they're going to try and counteract like a lot of the problems that Edge of Fate presented. But it's just really not a good look when the developers and everyone are saying like, yeah, this was bad, we're sorry, and then the quarterly report says they're losing money. And I think this is just going to lead to Sony is eventually going to say that Bungie is no longer allowed to do stuff on their own, because that's kind of where they're at right now, where they're very independent apparently. I don't think that's going to last very much longer.
Did either of you spend any time with Destiny or Destiny 2?
I did. I played Destiny 2. I did the Forsaken DLC, and then I did what's the one after that? It's the one with like the huge time branch maze.
Couldn't tell you.
But yeah, I did play Destiny 2. Yep.
Okay. I remember I was big into Destiny 1, and I played a little bit of Destiny 2, and I guess it's like the amount of ups and downs it's had, because I've heard sometimes where people are like, this is great. More often than not, I hear people complaining about something else. That's just the internet. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff in there that felt really, I don't know how you'd put it, like daily quest, like nonstop daily quest type stuff. Very FOMO oriented, I guess.
Yeah.
And it was a huge turnoff. And even beyond that, I just wasn't having fun with the repetitive content. So I haven't played in years, but I remember not enjoying my time with Destiny 2 specifically.
The blog post that I mentioned does go into kind of how like one of the mistakes that they had and that they've done is that pretty much the entire expansion just made it so you're just grinding power again and trying to get higher tiers of gear. And
Yeah.
basically just doing that again is just not like just boring. Like it's just not fun to do. And that was kind of
course
what they're trying to fix for this next expansion. So hopefully that goes well. But right now, like not only is Bungie in trouble, Sony is definitely going to be taking a look at how they're operating, especially with all the issues they were having making Marathon, all the scandals, because apparently $118 million of that cost was due to redevelopment that they've been having to do. So it's just like, yeah, the whole thing is a huge mess. Yeah.
Wait, wasn't the Sony Concord as well, or am I crazy?
They are. I was gonna say there's some good Sony news.
Whoa, wait! Don't tell me Concord and good news in the same sentence.
Yes, Concord is apparently not completely dead. Cause apparently some community developers have made some fan-made custom servers, and there are now full matches are now happening once again. You can now play Concord again.
How? I need a PS5. Somebody needs to send me a PS5 so I can open this copy of Concord and play it.
Apparently, it's still very buggy, but you do have to go into the Discord. I think if you look it up, or I'll have Fliz like link where you can find this. I'll have him link this article so you can figure out how you're actually supposed to be able to connect to it. I don't know if console can do it or if it's just PC yet. So yeah, we'll have to look into that a little bit more. But yeah, it is now possible to play Concord once again. So hooray! Let's go.
I mean, isn't Firewalk shut down?
Yeah, but what can you do?
I'm not going to jump through the hoops to play this.
I just love that someone was like, does it count if this is fan made? Like, did Concord have fans? Was it out long enough to have fans?
I think there's people who are more fans of the meme than there are people who are like, ooh, because nothing about Concord was very distinct apart from how indistinct it was.
I remember all the videos I watched of people redesigning all the characters.
Yeah. And they weren't off either, like if you take some time and go through like the character lineup of Concord, and the colors are terrible. The clothing is terrible. There's not a single character, except if I remember, there's one that's literally a trash can.
He's my favorite. I like the robot.
That's none of the other characters are like, ooh, that looks interesting. No, they are all so bland. At least from what I remember. I'd have to go back and look, but I was kind of shocked at how bland they were. So yeah, it's like, whose favorite character is that? Nobody's.
Yeah, I don't think these servers are like public yet, but they are working. So once the servers are fully set up, they're going to be doing play tests to make sure that everything's like good to go. And again, I'll have Fliz like post this in the description and everything, so you can look at it yourselves. But yeah,
God, give me more work to do.
He's good.
You know you love it.
I'll command thee.
Some spicy news too. Some very interesting news. Ubisoft, don't know why, but they have actually postponed their quarterly financial report.
Did they do this hours before it was supposed to go through?
Yeah, right before they were supposed to have it, they postponed it. Not only did they do that, they halted all stock trading for Ubisoft too.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
oh no.
That's not good.
Why? Did they say why?
Nope. No idea why. No, it could be there's some acquisition going on. Someone's going to buy them, perhaps, or maybe this is a result of like a lot of the internal investor pressure that they were under. I have no idea, and they haven't said anything yet. The only thing we know is that they're going to have the the stocks resume once they finally finish publicizing the quarterly report in the quote coming days. But we have no idea when that's going to be. And they did that on the 13th is when they announced this. And as far as I know, still no news. So, yeah.
I'm seeing that the CFO said it is they're halting stock trades to quote unquote limit unnecessary speculation and market volatility.
Oh no.
Which I don't know about. That's from an internal email.
Well, you don't do that because you got good news to release.
I wish I knew more about the stock market, because that seems a little like you can just do that. You can just say, nope, can't buy or trade or sell or anything of my stocks until we say so anymore, starting now.
No, that
seems a little weird.
They have to put in a request.
Okay.
Yeah, to actually halt trading of their shares, which they officially did do. They did request that to stop halts of any stock trading and also any trading of bonds as well. So
okay.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with Ubisoft.
I'm not.
It's kind of like,
man.
It's like watching a car crash. It just keeps going. Like it just gets worse over and over and over.
Every month a new part catches fire. And it's just really slowly burning through the whole thing, because we talked about it. I could not for the life of me remember the game that I was talking about in relation to Ubisoft. It was on a previous episode, recent, but it was X-Defiant. That's what I was talking about, where we played it and it was just kind of, because we were talking about skill-based matchmaking and how people are like, we don't want skill-based matchmaking. Well, X-Defiant specifically didn't have skill-based matchmaking. And how did you feel about that after a while, Strider?
You're not in the top half. You don't. You may think you are, but you're gonna get pub stomped.
Your dog.
You think you're good until you go into these lobbies where you're not matched with anybody for any real reason, and you get like 2 seconds maybe to run before you're shot down. Not probably one of the reasons X-Defiant died so quickly, because it. Aside from that, was a free game that worked fairly well. It was fun. It just stopped being fun once people got good at it.
It had a hell of a first impression for me.
Yeah, I remember. Didn't you get like some bug where you became invincible?
The shield ultimate didn't stop right or start right. So it activated the shield, gave it infinite health, but I still had my gun. So I just proceeded to bulldoze that entire lobby because no one could stop me. And I bet those people had a great time.
Yes. Speaking of X-Defiant, there was recently some news. Strider shared this, but they released some footage of a new game they're coming out with. And it looks
release is a
lot like
release is a strong term, because as far as I'm aware, it's just official. It was leaked. Like they didn't officially announce anything.
Okay, yes, release is a strong term. There was a leak of some footage from a new game that they're making, and it looks dead ass like X-Defiant.
Behold, why Defiant?
Yeah, why Defiant? Beautiful. I don't know what they're doing. Just go back to Assassin's Creed. Stop all this other nonsense.
X-Defiant, but it's blue now.
Yeah,
I can't wait for
the
grayscale.
No, they're just gonna color it green and call it like Splinter Cell Defiant. Everything's gonna be in night vision. That's the game.
Dude, we need a new Splinter Cell game.
No, we don't.
What? What do you mean?
When's the last time you played a Splinter Cell game?
I've never played a Splinter Cell game.
Yeah, so what are you're just talking out of your ass.
What was the last
clamoring for a Splinter Cell?
Wait, there is a new Splinter Cell game coming up?
Yeah, I'm reading here. Is there?
There's an upcoming remake, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, well, we already talked about that last episode.
Well, the thing is, the last Splinter Cell game before this quote-unquote remake was Blacklist in 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a new Splinter Cell game.
We're getting a new Splinter Cell game, a new old one.
No. Stop.
According to Kotaku, there was a new Splinter Cell game, and it turned into Extify It. So,
Oh no.
yeah, I don't know what we're doing.
Does Ubisoft know what they're doing too?
Collapsing, apparently.
Help. That's all their email is going to say.
Send help.
We saw an internal email. It just said help.
Maybe they'll add Splinter Cell into Assassin's Creed Shadows. That's who you gotta fight next.
Fucking Sam Fisher. Oh no.
No, that's all the news I had, at least for today. So I'll let you take over.
Well, thank you. What you got, Strider?
I mean, the big thing is, quote unquote, we're seeing a lot of people hyping up that there is a high chance that at some point next week we're going to get Half-Life 3 announced. I've seen a lot of people are hyping up from everything from that the tweet of like, hey, we got something big coming up that's going to blow GTA out of the water. We've got a bunch of people like saying that Valve has another game and they're working on. There's that it's not a VR game. They've specified that they have a non-VR game in development. There was stuff from the beginning of the year where G-Man, I think it's G-Man's voice actor. It's either G-Man's voice actor or Gordon Freeman's voice actor were said they recorded something at the beginning of the year. We've got the anniversary of Half-Life is coming up next Wednesday on the 19th.
If there was a time to release Half-Life 3, now's the time. Can you imagine the Steam Machine comes out with the Half-Life 3 theme?
Oh, the bundle?
Yeah,
it's like
dude.
the what was that box called? That was actually like a stupid good deal, the best deal ever in gaming.
The orange box.
Orange box?
Orange box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
An actual orange box would be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many things they could do.
If you go and check Valve on Steam, right? If you check the publisher for Valve, there's 5 things listed. It's their upcoming releases says there's 5 things, but only 4 are visible.
Oh, you know what?
You've got Deadlock and the Steam controller, Steam frame, and Steam machine. There's something else that's populating the list, but it's not showing up. And then so there's a possibility.
I don't mean to interrupt, but like there's a possibility Half-Life 3 comes out. Look, explain this to me. What's the hype anymore? Because Half-Life 2 came out 20 years ago.
That's the entire reason.
That's the hype.
That is the hype. It's been 20 years, dude. People have
but like
because Half-Life 2 when it came out is very much a revolutionary PC game.
Yeah. I still very much so remember like enjoying walking through that, the lab and all, like the very beginning of that game. Don't really remember the rest, but like it felt like a whole, like a lived in like world that I wanted to explore, which I'd never seen before at the time. Other than that, it's like a pretty basic.
Yeah, it's like basic 20 years. Shooter, right? It's basic 20 years later. That's the thing. Yeah, like
that's what. But like, what kind of advancements would really like? Where could you even go at this point?
I think that they did this. They revolutionized it when they did Half-Life 2. Who's to say they can't do it for 3?
Yeah,
they did the Half-Life Alyx,
right? You boot up the game. And it just isekais you to Half-Life 3.
I was saying you open it up and the Combine kicking your door.
The steam
Yeah, I
machine
don't
just
want
opens
that.
up and swallows you.
It's just like a puzzle box, just with the Steam logo on it. Like
It's actually the steam
what's that-
machine is actually just Pandora's box.
Yeah, it's just Hellraiser's little cube he gives you. It sucks you into another
The
dimension. where
GameCube is actually this is actually just
No, can
it's
you
all a trap.
can you imagine like the real orange box, right? The steam machine, but it's got Half-Life
it's
3.
orange.
It's got Portal 3, Team Fortress 3,
Left 4 Dead
3
3,
threes.
Left 4 Dead 3.
Wait,
No, let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy.
okay.
That'd be
For real,
Counter-Strike
though,
3.
jokes and irony aside, like what do you genuinely expect from a Half-Life 3? Like is it the story continuation? Is it the gameplay? Is it what could really live up to the hype at this point?
Oh, basically nothing. Because the meme and legend behind Half-Life 3 is crazy. Like,
You know,
Okay.
as soon as it comes out, people are going to be wondering when Half-Life 4 is coming out.
the cycle repeats.
Basically.
Okay. So what was the deal with Half-Life Alyx? Wasn't that like everybody thought that was going to be Half-Life 3 and it turned out it's VR that nobody cares about? Is
People
that
love
what
that game,
was?
actually.
Yeah, people love it.
Do they?
Yes.
Yeah.
But, none of us play VR, so we never hear about it because it's not in our sphere of gaming.
Yeah, it's got a 98% positivity. 59,000 reviews.
What if the reveal is Half-Life Alyx 2?
It's a possibility, but the fact that they said that they don't have a VR game in development fairly recently was
This one's on consoles.
This one's on consoles. Half-Life 3, it's here. Valve still can't fucking count to 3.
Yeah, okay. All right, it's hard. I
Counting
guess,
to
I don't
3?
know. No. just imagining what Half-Life 3 could actually bring to the table aside from its own sordid history,
It's more the history around it, like in internet gaming culture is kind of absurd.
Yeah.
And it's literally just the entire punchline is with Half-Life 3 is we're never getting it. Like is basically what it boils to.
I was just actually genuinely curious, like, is there something I don't know, or is it really just the joke? Because I played 1 and 2 and I thought they were great, but
I mean,
I'm
it's
not
also just
waiting
people
20
have
years
people
like, it
have
matters.
been waiting 20 years. Like is the other thing. It's like many games don't do that. That's an insane amount of time.
Do you think there's somebody who literally just kind of wakes up and spends all day on like the Half-Life forum and then goes to bed and then wakes up again and spends all day on the Half-Life forum looking for leaks and like there's got to be one person, right? Like that's all they in their spare time they play Half-Life again. Like this is all they want and all they've ever wanted. They check the G-Man Twitter, they check there's one person at least. This is their life.
Well, the guy who leaked it, his name is Gabe Follower.
Yeah. Like that's exactly what I was gonna comment. No, but could you imagine if the Wednesday comes around, right? And they just shadow drop this on Steam.
I guess.
Will
you guys buy it?
You just wake up one day, it's just
Steam's
on
gone.
Steam.
Steam's gone. Atomized. It's gonna be Silk Song all over again.
I would buy it just for the meme. Just to buy it. Just to make sure it's successful.
Just to make sure it's real.
Oh man. I don't know. I don't know if it's coming out. I mean, at this point, it kind of has to, because there's been too many leaks about them working on it. Half-Life Alyx came out as well, which I didn't think would ever happen. And it was really, really good, too. The amount of people that bought that game and the amount of people that loved that game were kind of insane to me. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's probably going to happen. I just don't know how well it's gonna. I don't know. I don't even know what's gonna happen if it comes out. Life as we know it may end.
Someone was joking. So it says someone was commenting on the fact that they had a flight that day, because people were speculating that it would be the 19th because that's the anniversary. And someone goes, "Imagine it though, dude. You take off in a pre Half-Life 3 world and land in a post Half-Life 3 world." Like, that's the level of meme we're getting here. Like, are you? Like, the hype train that we like, the internet when that game gets announced is going to go ballistic. The internet gaming culture is going to go ballistic, and then like 1% of those people, if that, are going to buy it because fucking new gamers from this age have probably never played Half-Life. It's just 20 plus years old.
We're describing like it's a religious experience.
No, y'all make it sound like Jesus is coming.
Have you not seen the pictures of Gabe dressed like the Pope or whatever?
Oh, it hurts.
Like,
It hurts.
so this may be a little bit out of pocket, but I'm just looking at Counter-Strike came out in 2000. Counter-Strike 2, 2018, 2012? When did Counter-Strike 2 come out?
1912.
Like a long time ago. Yeah, 2012. We just had them, for no apparent reason, destroy the entire weapon skin economy.
I mean, Counter-Strike
Do you-
2 is new.
Is it? It says it came out in
Because it
2012.
replaced Global Offensive. It came out in 2023.
Okay.
September 27th.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm wrong. So
I think Steam
I lied.
Steam says that, but
It's
yeah.
because it replaced Global Offensive, right?
Yeah.
Because that's Global Offensive's release date.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. It's stealing that store page.
Yeah, because
Gotcha.
it's still technically the same app. Yep. August 21st, 2012. That was when Global Offensive released.
Okay.
But what were you saying?
I said what I was saying.
Were you just wondering
like-
about the release date for it, or
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking that because I saw the release date was old. I don't know. I don't play Counter-Strike. I don't know. I thought they both were really old, and I thought that if they were going to destroy the weapon skin economy and then also have a big announcement, I would think Counter-Strike 3.
Oh, I see what you. Okay.
Like when
picking up what
games
you're
start
putting
to
down.
die, they're like, here's all the stuff, here's all these extra things that you used to be able to get for real money. Now they're just kind of in the game because there's a new one.
I mean,
So,
Counter-Strike
just a
is
thought, but I was wrong.
Counter-Strike is the most popular Steam game.
Yeah. 49 friends have played this game. One
Oh
friend
my God.
recommends against this game. They have
All right.
3,500 hours and they're recommending against this game.
Well, yeah, they have 3,500 hours.
Oh my God.
At that
what
point,
a
they're not playing it
monster.
because they enjoy it.
They're playing because they can't
that's true.
get away.
Being held
That's
hostage.
crazy. These people, none of them have under 300 hours. Okay, never mind. This guy has 20 hours. All these other friends, 200 to thousands of hours. Jeez. Must be a popular game.
My favorite thing is I have 43 friends who played, and it's showing me 6 of them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyway.
Half-Life Alyx sold over 2 million copies.
4 people on my friends list with over 1,000 hours in the game.
Jeez.
And I have like another dozen that are 300 plus.
It's a good game.
I don't think I've ever even started it. I don't think I
I
don't have it. I've never touched it. It always looked like because it's a very competitive game. I don't like this kind of game. I tried it with Rainbow Six and I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't I lack the patience. I would never be good in a real firefight. I got extra lives. I can take them.
I would never be good at a real firefight.
No, dude, you're supposed to crouch and wait. No, I ain't got time for that. Send me out there or send me home. Anyway, what else you got?
Yeah, no, that was the big piece of news I had. We got small things like Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is apparently littered with AI art, and it's calling cards.
Is it really?
With its calling cards, and it looks like they're definitely using like a generic AI art, like not even a trained model on their art or something.
There's this Black Ops 7 or 6? What did you say? 6 or 7?
I might have said 6, but I meant 7.
Okay. Oh yeah. This isn't even, we're not trying to hide it. This is just, it's not even good AI. This is like
I said, it's like a generic model. It's not like a trained, like we fed it a ton of our art. It's like they got it. They generate AI picture on like a fucking Google.
Yeah, and you can't even get in trouble for it. What sucks about that is I've seen the ARC devs talking about. I saw a post of theirs where they were like, AI is just in every game you're using. Just get used to it, basically. Which sucks.
What's that art?
Like, ARC Raiders?
Yeah,
maybe it was ARC.
Because I thought it was. The thing you're thinking, it's making me think of Nexon said something about that.
I think they did.
It very well could be.
Yeah.
Nexon.
Because I think they used ARC as an example because ARC Raiders has AI for their voice acting, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, for parts of it.
Yeah.
Or most
of it. It's like all the Raider callouts, I think, are AI. Because their delivery is very weird.
Yeah.
And then they've got that.
Everybody sounds too happy to be fighting giant robots. Hey, over here.
Don't shoot.
I don't know. I'm not giving into AI. Like I'm good off it. I don't want to spend any time with it. I don't want to use any artwork. But I'm not in charge, you know?
Well, like here's the thing, even if you had an issue with AI or whatever, like some of this doesn't even make sense. Like they have so many pictures that's just like anime fantasy.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's always been the calling cards, though. They're like completely different art styles.
Really?
Yeah, no, the calling cards in Call of Duty have always been like not even related to shoot. There's definitely some that are, but even like Modern Warfare 2 title cards, like which I think was the first Call of Duty to use them, still had some like very interesting ones with their art design.
Like yeah, they don't make sense. Also, it's doing that thing that I hate on a lot of these. Like you didn't even, okay. Here's a thing that pisses me off about AR. The eyes are never looking where they're like exactly where they should be looking. And nobody ever takes the time to fix them. Like you just had to move 2 little dots and you would have been fine. But no, like they're looking just above the zombie. They're looking just past the ghoul. Like it's nothing. It never focuses properly. And that's, you know, that's an obvious thing. But what makes it worse, obviously, is that they, like I said, didn't even take the time to alter that tiny little thing that could have made it that much better.
Just touch it. You could touch it up a little bit.
Just touch it up.
They didn't do anything. I'm looking at some like the emblem, or are these the prestige icons? Like even these
calling cards.
Oh, I think it's the medals.
Emblems?
It's the medals that you earn that are like double kill, triple kill. If it's the one I'm thinking of. The ones I'm thinking I think it's those. Yeah, it's the like reward medals for like 5 kill streaks, 10 kill streaks, like Marty or like payback.
Yeah,
like
those are bad too. Like a couple of these are fine, but like this first one, the background clips into the actual icon itself. Oh my gosh. That's terrible. All right. What else do we have?
Also in Black Ops 7, the campaign is online only, and no pausing allowed, and kicks you if you idle for too long.
That can't be real.
They really just hate the people. They like they hate fuck you with Black Ops.
My favorite thing is apparently the campaign is somehow worse than Modern Warfare 3's.
It's such a disrespectful franchise to the consumer. Like they hate you. They do not care about you whatsoever. This is Randy Pitchford levels of you idiots will buy anything. Who cares? Like, you get called, they're not going to change stuff. I was done the moment I like had to fight. What was I fighting? Who's the guy? Alucard. And like, it just felt so stupid. You know what I'm talking about? Like, we played and it was like everybody's some goofy ass anime character, and I'm like, this is not what I remember. This is bad.
What do you mean you don't play Call of Duty to shoot celebrities?
They're not. I got no nice words for Call of Duty. That's all I'm saying. I ended my run with that. I got no interest in going back. And apparently they don't have any interest in bringing me back. So whatever.
Yeah, but that's the end of the few pieces of news I have. But I do have a few questions for you guys.
Ooh, what are the questions? I'm curious.
First and foremost, the big one. What's your top video game disappointment?
As soon as you said that, I just Callisto Protocol. That's it. That's like the worst, the biggest one where I was like, you gifted it to me. I was genuinely like, this looks dope. It has a cool name. It's the same kind of thing I want. And it ended up being like the biggest struggle bus of a completion. I did not want to play that game anymore.
There's DLC though.
I had
There's
to finish
DLC.
it. No, I don't even, I'm
Don't worry,
I've
already bought you Chronos.
Memory.
Hopefully that's better.
I'm excited to try Chronos, even though I applied for the beta test and they never responded to me. So apparently we're not big enough for Chronos the New Dawn. So I'm going to play your game and I'm going to give it a shit review regardless of how good it is.
I've heard it's not bad.
Ass.
I think it's pretty good.
You're going to rate it how many Callisto Protocols it is?
Yeah, 1 to
a lot.
Callisto Protocol. I can't get, anyway, the point is that game is sucked the life out of me. I did not enjoy my Callisto Protocol and I was really, really excited for it.
For
me?
Yeah.
Mine is definitely Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
You didn't even play it. How could it be disappointing?
Exactly. There's no way I'm ever buying that game. I don't care if it's $2. It's never happening. I mean, like if you've been watching this podcast, I've gushed about Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines a couple times on how good it is. And Bloodlines 2 is literally like everything that they could have done to make it terrible. They were like, yeah, let's do that. let's do that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
Cause you gifted me the first one to play it. And I didn't go back to it just cause I don't have the time. But like, I got what you were saying. Like, it really is do what you want, open world. What they turned it into is kind of wild. And I know you like, you were giving them some slack for for the Chinese room, the developers, for basically fixing a game that wasn't even theirs to begin with.
Oh yeah,
and just getting something out there. Unfortunately, what they put out is not true to the original in almost any fashion.
Right.
Because I don't know what they were going for.
Yeah. If you don't know the history of the game, the Chinese room, the devs that actually finished the game were not the original developers behind it. Because usually the Chinese room, they make games that are more like walking sims, like very, very deep and kind of like methodical games. They don't make action games. Like that's just not what they do. So what we ended up getting is not really their fault. They're just the ones that kind of had to like patch everything up and just ship it. There were so many problems with this game coming out that, and on top of that, there's so many promises that were made eventually and end up being what it is, that I don't know whose fault it is. At most, I'd say it's probably Paradox's, because I don't know what they were doing. But the game that we ended up getting has almost nothing that makes the original what it was. It doesn't have any like RPG elements in it, like at all. There's just it's just basically just a weird action game now. And it's not even that really of a good one. So it's just so sad. It's definitely my biggest disappointment of games that have come out I've probably ever had.
What about you, Strider?
Dragon's Dogma 2. Absolutely. A top gaming disappointment.
I never ended up playing it. I remember the performance for it was like really bad when it came out, especially in towns. Besides that, was like the rest of the game bad too?
I mean, it's just a worse version of Dark Arisen at this point.
Oh.
It's like it's literally the base game of 1 again. Like it's they didn't make 2, they just made 1 again without the expansion.
The expansion is what makes the first one good.
Which, because the expansion wasn't directed by the same guy who did it. It's a different director, I think, who's responsible for the expansion compared to 1 and 2. And I think this person was also responsible for Dragon's Dogma Online. But yeah, no, 2, very much a massive disappointment. It felt very empty, very limited enemies. What was there was more expanded in terms of like how monsters could behave. And then there was also, the very controversial Dragon's Plague, where if you weren't paying attention and you didn't know about it, you could just completely brick your save.
Oh no.
Because basically what it is pawns could give disease to each other related to the dragon, right? And if you didn't deal with it correctly, especially on launch, after a certain amount of time passed, when you slept in a main city, that entire city burned to the ground. All of the NPCs died. And
just as intended. That's crazy.
It's such an anti-fun design choice that literally the recommendation was just start killing all your pawns every so often. Just fucking throw them off cliffs, just into water, just kill them all. They're not worth using.
That's crazy, man. That sucks. I remember liking that game too, the first one at least, Dark Arisen.
Damon is such a dope final boss for Dark Arisen. Give me the crossover for Wilds. Give me Damon in there.
He kind of fit. I'll fight him and lose and die.
And then he banishes you with the void. Just you get caught, you get removed from the lobby. How he can unsummon your pawns. But yeah, that's my top video game disappointment. The other big question I had for you guys was, do you have any gaming confessions?
Ooh, define confession, like something I'm afraid to admit.
Like anything you want to admit that you're not proud of.
I mean, I'm not proud of having 1,100 hours in Guilty Gear and still being ass.
You're almost at the top rank.
But like, you watch any other Potemkin, you're gonna be like, what is Floos doing? What does he not know what he's doing?
You are it's not watching you, it's hearing you attempt to talk about what you have to do, because you are like a 95% instinctual player where you couldn't tell me what you're doing, you just know that what you're doing and whether or not it works. But if I asked you to give me the mechanical breakdown on why it does, you just go, I don't know.
I think because there's that chart of like how fighting game players work. There's like brain and heart and something else. I don't know. That was definitely one of those things.
I'm somewhere on the
Which one you're not at?
If I had to say like a real, I've probably already said it on the podcast, but like something I'm not proud of is I definitely used to steal people's Diablo 2 accounts. Like from kids who would come crying to me saying, "This is my dad's account." And I'd be like, boop, disconnect. Like I'm good. Like I didn't hack them. I just what's the word? Where you tell somebody like what pirate software does for hacking. What's the term for that?
Oh, social engineering?
Social engineering. I would socially engineer my way into people's accounts and get free stuff. Not proud of that, but it happened. I was in high school.
Like arrested for gaming confession, you're straight up stealing.
Yeah, kind of. Well, because like I don't. Oh,
I killed the NPC that everyone loves. Oops daisy. Like, nah, I just started stealing shit.
like real, like people like, ruining people's game.
Like it's right on the line of like the American Dad is squinty at the meter, and it's like illegal. It's like right there almost.
I mean, well, it's just a confession that I'm not proud of. I wish I hadn't have done it because now aside from that, I don't even cheat in like single player games. Like I cannot stand people cheating. I can't even stand people lying to me in Arc Raiders and killing me for my stuff. Like I'm like, if you're gonna kill me, shoot at me. Don't tell me we're friends and then kill me at the elevator. Like that's real. That I hate that. Yeah, I have like this weird code of honor in games for the most part. So to come from stealing people's shit to like having some sort of sense of duty now is a bit much for me. That's like my only real. I don't even know what another confession could be.
Oh, I have one that like I'm embarrassed about because it makes me feel really stupid. I'm not saying I'm like really smart. But
don't worry, mine's worse. I was a fucking dipshit.
Like to preempt this, I was really young when this happened. Like I don't even remember how old I was. I was that young. And my uncle was teaching me how to play Command and Conquer. It was the very first time I've ever played Command and Conquer. Command and Conquer General 0 Hour, right? And he sat me at one of his computers. And he went into the other room and set up it on his computer that he had over there. And we got into the game. And he didn't tell me like how to play. He's just like, here, just try your best. And we're gonna play the game and see if you can win.
Okay.
So we started playing. I figured out how to like buy units and stuff, build stuff. I built a Humvee. I put some soldiers in it. I've got 2 Humvees, soldiers inside of it. And I noticed that I could see him on the map. And I was like, oh, he must have like, I don't know why I can see that. It feels kind of weird because I can't see anything else on the map. And I sent my Humvees over to like fight him. But I couldn't hurt him. And I spent like a solid almost 5 minutes trying to figure out how to attack him. Right? To the point where I had to get up and I had to go ask him, how do I attack you? Right? He just kind of looked at me. He's like, we're on the same team. And I was like, oh, then who are we fighting? And there was an AI bot in the corner of the map that I couldn't see. He's like, you got to send them over there. I was like, oh, okay.
That's pretty wholesome. I like that.
And I remember I was so embarrassed having to ask him how I have to fight him.
Yeah.
At the time, it was the worst. Oh my gosh. That was mine, at least. That was my confession.
Strider.
Oh.
Fill us in.
Uh-oh. He was called goon into some video game character. That's what it's going to be.
That was my first thought. No, because that's not even a confession. He'll openly admit that shit.
Absolutely. I haven't been caught because I'm not that
no
bad.
one to catch you. I mean, just does it. It's not even hidden. Leave it alone.
No, mine was going to we had at my daycare we had a console. We had like old consoles, right? And it was the N64 with the expansion pack, and I went, "What is this thing?" Well, the Nintendo 64 was on, and I ripped the expansion port pack out. Like, absolutely no forethought. Fucking fucked up that N64.
Rip.
Oh.
I'm trying to think if I have any other ones. I can't think of any though.
Yeah, we need to like pose these questions way before. Oh, you did, but like way before, so I have some time because there's like a lot of history. I already talked about putting that one game in the microwave. That was pretty. that was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done.
Oh no! You just reminded me of my actual dumbest thing, where I tried to clean my 360 with soap.
Wait, what?
I was like, the inside's got to be dirty. Got to cover my disc in soap and put it in there.
It's gonna spin around. It's gonna be self-cleaning.
Wait.
I love the logic you're using.
It's
the same as my microwave theory. It's gonna spin around and dry in the hot environment.
Right? Because I was getting the red ring. I'm like, maybe I need to clean the inside of it. So I put soap in there and fucking shut the disc tray. I heard the disc tray go and just stop.
I mean, the inside probably was pretty clean after that.
It was fucked is what it was. That was a dead 360 right there.
Oh, I have one more. I might have told the story before. I definitely told it to someone at least. One of my favorite games used to be Pokemon Emerald, right?
Okay.
I fucking love that game. And at some point when I was a kid, I lost it. I could not find it for the life of me, right? And one day me and my mom, we went shopping, and at some point we stopped at GameStop, and I told her that I wanted to get Pokemon Emerald, and she remembered that she had already bought me that game before. So I had to tell her that I couldn't find it, and I'd been looking for it forever, and I had no idea where it was, right?
Okay.
So she bought me the game, and she bought some other stuff there too, right? So I had the game, and we walked back to the car, and the back seat was like full of stuff because I was in the passenger seat, she was in the driver's seat. So we had to put all the new stuff in the trunk. She's like, I'm gonna go put the cart away, put all this stuff in the trunk. She popped open the trunk, walked away. It's like, okay. I opened it, and the very first thing I saw in the trunk, sitting on top of one of my backpacks, my old ones, was my copy of Pokemon Emerald. And I was like, oh no. So I took it and put it in my pocket, put everything in the trunk, and I never told her that I ended up finding it.
Dang. You could cost your mom
you could have
$50.
just returned Emerald.
I had 2 copies of Pokemon Emerald. I never told her. I was so scared that she was going to find out.
I like to imagine you never opened the new one either. Like this.
Oh, I did.
I like to imagine you did open the new one and play it through just to say you were like, oh, this is what I need.
I did. I played the new one as well. I remember I played it and would show her like my progress in the game.
Look, I'm using the thing you got me because I needed it.
The guy wiping his forehead every time. Like you're proving to yourself that you had to do this when you definitely could have just asked her to return it.
Dude, and I remember at night I loaded up my first version of it too, so she wouldn't catch me playing the original. Because the new one I bought had like this yellow sticker on it. And for some reason, I was so paranoid that if I took the yellow sticker off the new one, that she would know that I found the old one.
It's the mustache.
Like I said, I don't claim that I'm a very smart individual.
Don't worry. I put soap in a console. You're fine, dude.
I think that's my favorite right there. Because you can imagine a kid with the logic of like,
I need to clean it. The best part is if I talk to anybody at any point in the process of doing this, like it'd be fine. Like we could save the console, but nope. Really, it was like, I'll do this on my own. They'll be proud of me.
Oh, all right. Those are my two.
All right. Maybe I'll think of some more for next week, but I think we're on time right now. Thank you for the wonderful questions. If you have any questions yourself, any suggestions, leave them in the comments or send an email to giantenemycrabpod@gmail.com. Do us a favor, hit up with a rating, a like, a share, any of those good things. Follow us on all the social medias, TikToks and YouTubes. You won't get anything extra because we're 9-to-5ers, so deal with it. But we'll be back next week with some more stuff. Hopefully with the reveal on Valve doing something.
Ooh. Let's just put out a short Half-Life 3. There's a screaming Half-Life 3, and that's the entire short.
Yeah, it'll be 1 second long.
We get cut off.
All right, until we get cut off, we'll catch you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.